America is again winning each and every day.
Well, I thought the speech was unusual from a historical perspective in that it was devoid of specific policy proposals. There was this sense where there were a lot of platitudes and kind of campaign slogan conversation, but then there were also kind of these partisan attacks. But none of them were very deep or thoughtful or detailed. Everything was somewhat at the surface, and it glossed over kind of the political moment we're in.
We must reject the politics of revenge, resistance, and retribution, and embrace the boundless potential of cooperation, compromise, and the common good.
I do think that it's hard for him to legitimately put forward a call for bipartisan unity and compromise. His Twitter feed has been so full of vitriol, and his actions have never really suggested that he wants to do bipartisan work. I mean, he always seems to be playing to his base and even saying things that are specifically insulting or incendiary toward his opponents. And as a result of that, for him to kind of stand there and talk a good game is just not something that any politician really is going to buy. Well, the interesting part is it does move the 2020 narrative forward for him, because he was not necessarily speaking to those in the chamber. He was really speaking to the Republican base who was tuning in on television and watching him, and so much so that he's now announced a campaign kickoff in Texas, and he is planning to kind of take the themes probably around late-term abortions, probably around immigration, to his base and be ready to run.
God bless you, and God bless America. Thank you very much.
I actually do think President Trump will get a bump, and he's going to get a bump in precisely the people that he needed a bump with, and that is the Republican base. During the shutdown, he started to lose Republican support. His overall approval rating fell into the high 30s. I imagine that we will see it kind of recover to the low 40s, and that will mostly be because Republicans moved from kind of being wary about President Trump and his direction for the country to now once again being pleased with what he's doing. I think Republicans were really looking for a moment to reassure themselves that this presidency is not irrelevant and is not falling apart in the wake of really what was a shutdown debacle.